Hey guys, good morning. It's Mike Chen here in Singapore, and today is gonna be another amazing food day. But really, food day in Singapore, it's never not gonna be amazing. And reason 9,582 why I love Singapore, there's so much delicious food at all price ranges, and that includes Michelin restaurants. And Singapore is home to countless Michelin bibs, Michelin gourmets, 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. So today I'm gonna go try as many Michelin restaurants as I can. And right now it's about 8:30 in the morning. Let's go grab some Michelin breakfast. And we'll start the day right here at Xiang Hong Kong Cheong. This stall has only been around for about a year, but the chef has been making rice rolls for decades. And here I got a shrimp rice roll, a mushroom rice roll, and their famous 皮蛋瘦肉粥, which is the century egg pork congee. And after only 1 year, this stall won its Michelin bib. And this is one of the best parts about eating in Singapore. Some of the best food in this country are at hawker stalls. And look at this, freshly made steamed rice noodles, plump shrimp in the middle, a little bit of white pepper, covered in soy sauce. Look how mochi-esque and stretchy these noodles are. Oh my gosh, this is so good. These are some of the best rice noodles I've had in Singapore. The mouthfeel is ridiculous. Added some hot oil in my soy sauce. These rice rolls melt in your mouth. The texture is so velvety and smooth. The shrimp inside provides that beautiful, plump, natural sweetness. This whole thing, so tender. What makes this taste even better? It just started to rain. It just adds to the whole cozy eating factor of Singapore. Sitting at a hawker center and eating Michelin rice noodles that cost about $3. And that soy sauce adds a layer of umami to this as well. Gotta try this. I got a mushroom one as well. Love their hot oil too. Mushroom one is delicious. Same great texture from the rice noodles. Inside, earthy, slightly sweet mushroom with a bit of carrots as well. Also, the couple running the stall, sweetest people ever. Next up, had to get some of their 皮蛋瘦肉粥, century egg pork congee. Added some chili in here as well. And this is a really big bowl of congee for 3 Singapore dollars, so about $2.45 US. You get a hefty bowl of congee. Scratch that. You get a hefty bowl of delicious, delicious congee. I never even used to like this congee. Delicious century egg inside. If you never had a century egg, it is an acquired taste, but once you acquire it, you never want to let that go. I think there's also some liver in here. That's what's making this really different. In addition to the lean pork, it adds a whole layer of umami-ness. I love a little organ flavor, just a tiny bit. That's what really sets this congee apart. Sells out every single day at the stall. This is some local breakfast at its finest. Must try. Next up is the Alexandra Village Food Center. That's one of my favorite hawker stalls in Singapore. Beef stew here. Oh, today I'm trying out all the Michelin hawker stalls, and there are quite a few in this hawker center, including Xiang soya sauce chicken. Got a large soy sauce chicken and got a wonton noodle. I love this hawker center. It's one of my favorites in Singapore. Wonton soup. Whoa. Wow, that's good. It's so light and shrimpy. Soy sauce chicken looks amazing. Tender pieces of chicken. Beautiful golden color on the outside. Oh, that chicken is so tender. Chase that with some of the sauced up rice. And then chase that with some of this ultra shrimpy soup. The chicken is absolutely tender. Sweet soy sauce on top adds a rich layer of umami. The outside skin a little gelatinous-y, inside pure melting in your mouth meat. You almost don't need teeth to chew that. It has some little chilies on the side. Also some chili sauce to dip this in. Even better with the chili sauce. Soy sauce chicken and Hainanese chicken, basically chicken in general, is something I always crave when I'm in Singapore. For a while, when I was living in Singapore, I was eating Hainanese chicken pretty much every single day. Some sambal, thin egg noodles, bok choy. Perfect texture. So springy. I actually want to dunk some of this into the wonton soup just because the soup is so good. Oh, so good, so good. Usually it's really hot and humid in Singapore. Right now it's rainy. It feels cool. And just sitting here looking in the rain, eating noodles and chicken and rice, sipping on some sugarcane juice. Some giant dumplings, some wontons as well. Thin skin on the wontons, really snappy shrimp inside with that delicious bundle of pork. Again, all that soaked in the shrimp-filled broth. Take a couple of sips of that. Chase it with some scrumptious noodles, giant dumpling. There's shrimp, there's mushrooms, there's water chestnuts, and look how big the filling is. The wrapper, almost translucently thin. I don't even know how this wrapper is able to keep this giant filling intact. This is an awesome breakfast number 2. I gotta quickly finish this up because in about 15 minutes, there's a Hainanese chicken stall that's about to open, and apparently there's a line at all times, so I wanna be one of the first. That was about a 30-minute wait. Finally got my plate of chicken. Hainanese chicken is one of those things that when you come to Singapore, you gotta have it every single time you come back. Like I said, when I was living here, pretty much every day it involved a plate of Hainanese chicken. And this one looks scrumptious. A little bit of chili sauce on the bottom. Chicken is very light, it looks very tender and soft. Extremely tender pieces of chicken. I think they added a little bit of sesame oil here to give it even more fragrance. Add some chilies on there. Put it over the rice. I don't know what it is. Eating Hainanese chicken in the US, it does not taste the same. The rice is so fragrant as well. The sauce is very light, a little bit of ginger, I think, a little heat, tiny bit of sweetness. Chili sauce is a good amount of heat. There's some nice pickles with the chicken as well. In this plate, about 5 Singapore dollars, so about $4 US. As many times as I've been in this country, I don't feel like I truly arrived to have my first plate of Hainanese chicken. Really good soup as well. Very light. I mean, this whole meal is just so satisfying. This is some amazing Hainanese chicken. And this stall I just went to has been on the Michelin Guide for the past several years, and they sell 6 different types of soup. And all the soup has descriptions that tells you what the soup is good for. So besides tasting good, it's got really nice medicinal qualities as well. I got a spare rib one. So inside, giant pieces of spare rib, mushrooms, carrots, wood gear as well. Also, I got some steamed ribs with chilies and black bean sauce. This is great. Steamed spare ribs with black bean sauce is one of my favorite dim sum items. This is fresh off the steamer. Super rustic flavors because of the black bean. Very spicy chilies on this as well. Also, these things, most of the time you can just crunch down because there's tons of cartilage. Tons of cartilage, tendon, fat, like this piece right here. Also, the chilies here are definitely not just for decoration. They are some spicy chilies. Both items under 5 Singapore dollars, so about $4. Wow. I think this is exactly what I need. After a morning of just stuffing my face, the flavor is very light, tiny hint of sweetness, a little medicinal as well. Taste that nice flavor from the ribs and an earthy flavor from the mushrooms. This is perfect for when you want something light, but also satisfying. It's not gonna be aggressively seasoned, but something that as you drink, body just feels all warm everywhere. It's such a comforting feeling. And again, you get a really big pot of soup for about $4. All right, I'm gonna finish this, take a break, and then tonight, going to a restaurant that just received their first Michelin star. Again, Born just received their first Michelin star. You walk in, it's beautiful layout, a lot of natural light. The kitchen is open concept, so you can see everything being made in front of you. Tasting menu is 9 courses. And the concept of this restaurant, it's a celebration of life. So it's basically embracing the childhood memories, professional journey, and personal ideas of Chef Zortain. And when you first sit down, tea of osmanthus flower and goju berry is served, and you get to choose your own chopsticks. Flowery and natural fruity sweetness. But we're starting with some amuse-bouche and inspired by the chef's early childhood working at his parents' economic rice store. On the left is some winter melon with some shisho pepper, I think. Oh, that's so good. Really refreshing, juicy pop. Really sweet and floral, a tiny bit peppery. That thing really opens up your taste buds, wow. Next is pickled jellyfish. So you gotta eat this from left to right. Oh, there's a lot of heat in here. Snappy jellyfish, wow. That heat will definitely wake you up. It's fragrant, the flavor is very popping. And then the Japanese daikon. Where the other two are really refreshing and light. This one, way more umami. Definitely dulls the heat down a bit. Oh, that's really, really good. That was a fun little experience. Next dish is a Japanese tomato with a shiso leaf sitting on a bowl of ice. And they recommend just picking up with your finger and popping in your mouth. Oh my God, oh, that's amazing. It's a light little shell, and then the whole thing just erupts in juice as soon as you crunch down on it. It's a little sweet, a little tart. Definitely a big surprise. So this is the official first course. And before eating it, it's already impressive. It's 45 layers of chicken skin. What they do is they scrape the chicken fat out, they dehydrate it, they bake it. Inside there's eggplant and Osetra caviar. And inside this abalone shell, there's, well, abalone, chili pesto, and fried garlic. Oh, that's exactly what I love. That's sending like a umami shockwave through my body. 45 layers of chicken skin. How could that not be good? It's just ridiculously light and crispy, of course. Chili pesto, delicious. Super light, tender pieces of abalone. And the garlic chips, I don't think I've had fried garlic chips this airy before. Okay, actually, I made a mistake. That was still just part of the amuse-bouche. Dinner hasn't started yet. last amuse-bouche. This is fish bacon inside a couple of ikura. Wow. There's a second part to this amuse-bouche. Fried toro inside salted eggs with a drop of white balsamic jelly on the side. I'm just gonna take my jelly, and I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. Put it into my fried taro. Outside is pretty much like fried air. Inside, creamy taro and that salted egg. That is explosive. And again, dinner hasn't even begun yet. We're now at the first course. Presentation, everything. It's so pretty. This dish shaped like a star. Yellowtail sashimi on the bottom. There's daikon on top. There's mustard seed, osetra caviar on top. And what's really beautiful is there's galunga snow on the side. Galunga is a very prominent Southeast Asian ingredient. And they made a snow out of it. And you're supposed to try the ingredients separately. Wow. So galunga, it's also known as blue ginger. So this thing has a mild gingery flavor. It's sweet. Texture is kind of like a Dippin' Dots ice cream. That's delicious on its own already. Underneath, get some daikon and yellowtail. It's such a refreshing dish. Daikon is crunchy and juicy. Yellowtail just melts. Little kick from the mustard seed. And then, what you're supposed to do, they said to mix it all together. Crunch of the daikon, hop in mustard seed, and seafoody umami-ness from the caviar, and the sweet ginger flavor of the snow. Second dish, this is called Spain in a Home. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's a bao. It's sitting on top of oyster emulsion with little bits of buffalo arara, which are basically Japanese rice crackers. On top is a thin little layer of air-dried beef, and inside the bao, Wagyu tartare. Scoop some of the oyster emulsion. All that sauce surrounding the Wagyu, mala Sichuan sauce. The oyster emulsion is rich, it's creamy, great seafood flavor. I love the little puff of the crackers. The puff is light as air. And it is pure, melt in your mouth Wagyu.
So here we'll be enjoying Chef's favorite root vegetable, the Jerusalem artichoke with lily bulb and caviar. There is an unusual pairing of burnt butterscotch and white chocolate, which I'll now shape over. Chef's is always looking to bring together complementing, contrasting, and unexpected ingredients to birth new flavors, hence the guiding principle of birth. And on the plate we have our beautiful Jerusalem artichoke skin sitting on a bed of dark chocolate soya, symbolizing the growth of the artichoke in the ground.
Next dish is made with Chef's favorite root vegetable called the Jerusalem artichoke. So inside this bowl is the puree root. There's some caviar on top, also shaved white chocolate to give it a little contrasting flavor. On the plate is the skin of the root. It's sitting on top of dark chocolate, kind of symbolize where the root came from, the earth. Oh my God. Oh, this is just exquisite. Exquisite. I feel like will even be an insult to this. This is just epic. The spoon is beautiful too, by the way. Oh, it's hot floating on top. It's lily bulb. Looks like an onion. Really crunchy. Almost kind of tastes like a water chestnut. But this puree. Oh my gosh. Like if you look up the definition of pure flavor, it'd be this. Of course, caviar. It adds another layer of umami-ness. And look at this beautiful thing. It's like the tastiest little chip. A little sweet, savory, and very nutty. This next dish is a tribute to Chef's mentor, Chef Andre Cheong. And inside this little cup is chicken liver, morel mushrooms floating inside chicken jus. So smooth, so light. Everything about this, from the earthy mushrooms to the liver. No gaminess. I mean, this thing is robust, it's earthy, it's delicate. Absolutely amazing. This next dish is inspired by chef's time working at a Sichuan restaurant. So on top is French asparagus, then a layer of fungus, and on the bottom seared monkfish. And it's all soaked in chicken fat emulsion. Crunchy fungus. Monkfish is deliciously delicate and mild. This thing is kind of inspired by mala boiled fish head, which is a very popular Sichuan dish. And that awesome mala flavor is definitely present. This asparagus is so sweet and crunchy. Adds that perfect little burst of sweetness to the savory dish. Next dish is called to Grace, which is the chef's wife. And this dish is fish maw and eel wrapped with cabbage. And the soup is made with those ingredients as well. There's a few drops of spring onion oil as well to give it more fragrance, but oh my gosh. The soup is incredibly light. The fish used here is barramundi. It's buttery, it's delicate, and balanced out by the crunchy sweet cabbage. The next dish is called Life Gets Better. It's a charcoal grilled piece of king crab with looks like some crackers, egg white caviar. There's a red and green tangyuan, which is a mochi ball, and the colors are made with beetroot and spinach. Inside the tangyuan, there's crab meat, and the sauce is made with crab and tuna belly. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna love the heck out of this. And to eat it, he said to cut open the tangyuan. Look at all the crab meat that's in here. I'm gonna take my spoon. I don't know what's more delicate, the tangyuan or the crab meat. Oh my gosh, that's so good. The sauce is rich. It's a little gelatinous-y. You definitely taste the belly in that sauce. Hard grilled king crab. I'm just gonna put some of that egg white caviar on here. So smoky and sweet and delicate. Now the main course, pigeon. Sitting on top of pigeon jus, and this course is called the Circle of Life because it's also served with barley and corn. And the Circle of Life reference is the pigeons eat the corn, we now eat the pigeon. The pigeon, as you can see, cut perfectly. Beautifully delicate with a great smoky flavor. Some peppercorn on top as well for a bit of numminess. So juicy too. I've never really been a fan of pigeon. This might have just changed my mind. And then a little pigeon leg with some crust on top and a little aioli on the side. Same great smoky flavor. Love that nice little crunch. So delicate and delicious. This dish is a little palate cleanser. It's actually not on the menu. Bird nest with osmanthus, I think. Oh, that's so refreshing. Incredibly floral. This thing just tastes like a field of flowers. Last dish is called My Daily Staple, and its focus is on rice. And this is the main dessert. It's like a work of art. On the bottom is chestnuts, black garlic, and caramel. Then on top of that is rice foam, milk ice cream, the drizzle on top, savory black garlic drizzle. The top flowery crown is a charcoal sabo. You for sure taste the rice element in this. You get the crunchy chestnuts, a little savoriness from the black garlic. Milky ice cream. And the rice forms almost like a airy mochi-esque texture. That is one heck of a dessert. Final dessert course embodies 4 flavors: 酸甜苦辣, or sour, sweet, bitter, and spicy. So here we have a spicy financier. Looks like a bonbon maybe? Sweet lotus, sour sea buckthorn jelly. Oh, the spice just hit me. Bitter. I'm so happy that wasn't a bitter melon bitter, but a bitter dark chocolate bitter, which is the kind of bitter I like. Sweet. Oh, that's so good. And that wraps up this Michelin culinary experience. This place is incredible. Every single dish is well planned, well executed. I mean, creativity, beauty, flavor. Every single dish embodies those things. Chef Zor really outdone himself with this place and very, very deserving of the Michelin star. I love about this place, first of all, there's so many amuse-bouche. Also, the pacing is great. I love when food comes to you pretty much one after another. There's really not a lot of downtime. The whole meal took about 2.5 hours, but you're not really ever just sitting here falling asleep. I think every single dish arrived within a few minutes after finishing the current dish. Everyone here is so friendly, so nice. Again, like I said, very, very, very deserving of their Michelin star. Continued success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye, Chef.
Thank you.
That was a great food day. And to end it all, Michelin ice cream from Birds of Paradise. This is my favorite ice cream shop on this planet. And it's my favorite flavor, white chrysanthemum. With crunchy cocoa nips inside, their famous time cone. And when you order this, you'll have some time on your hands. And I went to just a very small fraction of all the Michelin restaurants here in Singapore. There's just so much more to explore. And as always, I'll place a win to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.